Welcome back to Defensive Carry, guys. We're going to do a little bit of defensive shooting practice that I find to be the most valuable. I believe to be the most valuable. So get my ears on, do a couple of runs. Target set up about 10 yards, a little bit too far from what I'm trying to do, but I've got the steel target, so I have to be careful about splashback. So anyway, I'll show you all what I'm talking about, then we'll talk about it. We'll get my timer here. That'll give me time to go. All right, there's one. Try another. All right, there's two down. Here's the two shots right here. You can see it's in a very big target. Let's cover them two up in my hand. Fairly well centered on the target. The purpose of this drill is to not be standing there getting shot. Okay, now I'm not one of these. I don't lay any claim to fame to being any type of an instructor or any great expert, but I've been on the streets enough and been in enough situations that I've seen how people interact. I've seen it when the guns come out, and I've seen how these thugs do things. And when they go to draw, they're drawing from wherever, and they're coming at you with, it might be the gangster style, it might be up like this, whatever, pop, 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 pop. Okay, they may not be the most accurate, most fundamentally sound shooters in the world, but if you're shooting 15 rounds, emptying a magazine in a matter of seconds, you're probably going to hit something. So the purpose of this is not to stand there getting shot. I call this point shooting, dynamic point shooting, okay, or point shooting for, for living, okay? The purpose is to make yourself a hard target to hit while at the same time putting rounds back on the target to neutralize its ability to hit you. Full stop, okay? All this stuff that you see on the range theatrics, drawing and shooting from one place and seeing how fast you can be and how small groups you can get and all that, that's wonderful, that's good to teach you trigger control and all of these wonderful things that everybody talks about. You might even get good enough to get you a challenge coin or a cookie or whatever they give away. But this right here is what you're going to see on the street. This right here is a valuable training tool, the tool that you should have in your toolbox. Because when you're on the street, if you have to shoot, if you're in a deadly force situation, you're dealing with one of these little thugs, okay, it's going to be fairly close, and you're going to want to be moving and getting off the X. Not just getting off the X, you're going to be wanting to fly off that X. While they're doing their pop thing, you need to put a round or two in them to neutralize them, okay? I would highly recommend forget all the range theatrics, forget about all the crap, forget about the tiny groups, forget about your time. Speaking of time, that last go around, that was 1.49 seconds, okay? 1.49 seconds. Now that's not setting the world on fire, but considering that I was screwing up my draw as I was moving and trying to get the pistol around and get it on target, I'll take a second and a half. This is a little bit farther really than I like to practice. In all actuality, I should be about 5 yards, maybe 6, but because of splashback from the steel target, I've got to get back about at least 10 yards. So, but anyway, guys, you can see it's possible. You can move and shoot. You can move fast and shoot, or as fast as you can. And you can learn how to do this. It's in the big deal. There's no secret to it. All right. It's a form of point shooting. I'm seeing my sights. I'm using them as a reference. I'm seeing them on the target. But it's just like a flash sight type picture. You see the front sight, you pull the trigger. Okay. Get out there and practice this. Forget about all that other stuff if you're really in it for defensive purposes. All right, we'll see you on the next one.